Hello, how you doing? I'm going to talk to you today about Marvin Sapp. I don't listen to him hardly at all, but I do know him from his music, etc. I get the usual blurbs from YouTube and other media, okay? Now, he said, it's y'all's job to take care of the pastor. Now, see, that's old school. That comes from the old school black church. I'm going to talk about the black church for a minute. That comes from the black church. It's our job to take care of the pastor. Okay? So that's what he said. It's y'all job to take care of the pastor. And so recently he has asked for 2,000 people to give $20 a piece. That should raise $40,000 by tonight. Now, what that is, and he knows there's going to be some fools that's going to give more than $20. There's going to be some fools who are thinking that God's going to give it back to him. He's going to give him $200. He knows that. It's just exploitation of poor blacks. I'm going to talk about the black church for a minute. That's just exploitation of the poor blacks. Now, he hasn't said why is he raising the money to buy a new Mercedes-Benz, to buy a $1.5 million home. Why is he even buying? Why is he even raising money? Is he raising money to get rid of his debt? What happened to all that money he made in the music? He should have made some good money within the music. Is he raising money for Kappa Alpha Psi, okay, of which the pagan organization of which he's a member of? He's not telling why he's raising money. Just give me some money, y'all, and let me worry about how it was expended. Now, he left one church and went to another. Why he left that church, I don't know. Now, it stands to reason that he would take the money and run like all preachers do. Just take the money. Just take the church money and run. That's what gets preachers into hell, okay? So what happened to that money, okay? Why is he playing poor mouth? Did he suddenly get into debt? Or does he just want to buy a more expensive house? He wants to buy 2 or 3 Mercedes. He's not, or Kappa Alpha Psi. He's not telling people why he wants the money. What you want the money for? Legitimate question. 99% of black pastors do not understand this, that 4 quarters equals $1. They don't understand that. Okay, black pastors overspend. They buy 4 and 5 Mercedes. Okay, they don't understand that $1 does not equal $10,000. In other words, they'll go buy $300,000 worth of real estate and don't even understand they only got $30 in the bank. But black preachers would do that. That's why they end up poor and broke. Their children end up poor and broke because, see, the pastor the pastor and his wife don't understand money. Therefore, the children don't understand money. And I submit to you that the black preachers have never understood money. I've only seen very few black churches ran by a black preacher that are solvent, financially solvent. I can only think of, at the maximum 3 right now. I think Marvin Sapp's fundamental problem is that he doesn't understand money. Okay, he's probably read no books on money management. So he's going to go for the tried and true method to raise money, to exploit poor blacks for money. Because rich people do not give to churches. Okay? What about the life insurance policy on his wife? Condolences. Okay? Where's his money going? He's not telling anybody. Just he want to give it to Kappa Alpha Psi. Okay? See, it's the same MO, that method of operation that black preachers have used for generations. Exploit poor people for money. It's a tried and true method. Exploit poor blacks for money. Poor blacks who, I might add, are looking for hope. Now, the white ministries are not much better. They exploit poor whites and poor blacks for money. Give us some money, give us a $200 seed, and God give it back to you. And God's not going to give it back to you because God understands now. God may honor your giving. But see, God's not going to have any part of exploitation. That's what got the ancient Israelites judged was financial sins. That's one of the things that got them judged was financial sins. God said, you're exploiting the poor and the orphans. That's what the Lord said. Paula White, she exploits poor blacks and poor whites. Okay, she ain't prejudiced at all. She'll say send $35 to this ministry. Then it goes up to, well, if you want to send $35,000, that's still okay. If you want to spend $350,000 to her and her rock and roll husband, that's fine too. He needs money so he can make more rock and roll music. So just disguise it as church offerings. Okay. Why is she raising money? She said she was going to raise money for a hospital, even though she don't know anything about hospital management. That idea is scrapped. Okay. Why don't she just be honest? She's raising money so her husband can have some rock and roll music. Okay. And then Paula said, if you give her this money, you can go one step closer to God. But look, let me tell you how to go one step closer to God. And you can do it for free. Just have your own private Bible study every morning. Jesus said, get to know him. The Lord said, get to know him in the Old Testament and the New Testament. He said, get to know him. And you can go many steps. Just have your own private Bible study early in the morning. So, in my opinion, Marvin Sapp is just doing the age-old, tried and true method of exploiting poor blacks for their money because he didn't have sense enough to save his money over the years. And he should have quite a bit of money over the years. I mean, as old as he is, he should have quite a bit of money in the bank. Why doesn't he? Another question is, what did he do with all the music money? Did he spend all that too? Why is he raised? Why all of a sudden he needs more money? I think maybe he hasn't saved any money over the years. That's another problem of the black church. None of them save money. They don't save $20 a month. If they want a chandelier, they take a chandelier offering. If they want a Lincoln, they take a Lincoln offering. They want a Mercedes-Benz offering, they take a Mercedes-Benz offering. And see, God's not going to honor that. He's not going to give it back to you. Because he's not going to honor that greed. He's not going to have any part of it. That's one of the financial sins. That's why Israel got judged. It's exploiting the poor, widows, and the orphans. It's right there in the Old Testament. So Marvin Sapp is just doing the tried and true exploit poor blacks for the money. And don't give him anything for it. He should have a real estate portfolio by now, as old as he is. He should have houses, lands, cars. In fact, the Lord told a lot of, I know a couple of his anointed vessels. He said, I give you land, houses. I give you men's service and maid service. I give you donkeys. Marvin Sapp should have a portfolio of lands, houses, hotels to house the homeless or something. He should have a portfolio of cars. He shouldn't have to ask a bunch of poor blacks for a car. Okay? But God's not going to honor. You're not going to get it back. I'm going to tell you that right now. But look, God's not going to honor no exploitation of the poor, the widows, and the orphans. And that's what he's doing. He's just exploiting poor blacks for money when he should have saved his money all these years. That's his whole problem. That's the problem of, the black church preachers have never had money, because I'm listening to testimonies from people from back in the day. They never had money. They never understood money. That's another topic. But have a nice day.